Nintendo must fail for gaming to succeed.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
I think now more than ever, the story of Nintendo being Goliath and average indie game devs being David is apparent, and everybody is rooting for the underdogs. Very few people are rooting for Nintendo in 2025. And if you're not aware, Nintendo has been in Lawfare with Palworld that could affect the entire gaming sphere. They have filed troll-like patents for things like monster summoning that affect games everywhere from Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Shin Megami Tensei, Final Fantasy, Monster Hunter. Nintendo is claiming they invented monster summoning.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now they are going after the mod sphere. They are saying that mods, basically, are not the right of the game devs, and that mods are not real games. These frivolous lawsuits will shatter gaming creativity as we know it, allowing corporations to shut down new games, new ideas, and in general harming gamers like us. Nintendo is so crazy with their lawsuits. There's actually a website called Sued by Nintendo. And on this website it shows every major Nintendo lawsuit going all the way back to 1989 when they attacked Blockbuster Video for renting games. They did not like that Blockbuster was renting games. Now you have to understand, way back, Nintendo has a history of trying to stifle and stop innovation. Everything from fan movies, to ROMs and speedrunning, to indie games, to emulation. They have attacked every aspect of free gaming as we know it. And it has to stop. Nintendo literally has to fail so gaming can flourish. You see, video games are derivative work. Video games are an art form that people imitate and emulate to create new ideas, new games. Is Nintendo gonna pretend to invent farming games because they made a game called Harvest Moon back in the day? Preposterous. Is Nintendo gonna try to say they invented city simulation games and city building games because they had SimCity on their Super Nintendo? How crazy. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, but Nintendo does not like imitation. They think they invented everything, and it's very shameful. So Nintendo is demanding Palworld remove mod support, claiming it's illegal. If this wins, and I doubt it will, but if it does, mods as we know it will be thrown into the trash. Sometimes mods are better than the actual game itself, and some game companies have embraced this. They take the best mods, they implement it into the game. You have Bethesda hiring modders, creating their own content now that they paywalled, but they still allow free mods. They just hired some modders, put some stuff into a system where you could buy it, and they make it very easy to buy. Bethesda has a system where you basically sign up for a membership, like $10 a month, basically, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, and they give you free credits every month that you could use to purchase these creations. Fallout 76 is a great example of this working out and being a successful system that both Bethesda can make money and the consumer can enjoy. But Nintendo doesn't like any of this. They want to slap it down and shut it down before it gets too big. Now, Palworld included mod support from launch, but now Nintendo vs. Palworld lawsuit is getting deeper and deeper, and Nintendo keeps filing these last-minute patents. It is shameful, and I pray this makes it to US courts, because Japanese courts obviously favor Nintendo, but a US court will shut this down. Nintendo is definitely overstepping, and it's not a good look. They definitely look like the bully. They're not coming out with innovation. Nobody's buying these products besides a few marginal groups of people. You got Twitch streamers that are all paid to go buy the Switch 2 and play Mario Kart, but no one's playing this now. This is all for like a week or two. And you can look at Nintendo stocks from last month and this month. They are on a downward spiral. Nintendo stocks are failing. Nintendo is panicking. And they think going after competitors that are successful because they are good games like Palworld, they think that that will save them. But it won't. And nothing would be better for gaming as we know it unless Nintendo failed as a company and went bankrupt. They don't produce good stuff. They don't make good games anymore. They are predatory in their lawsuits and damaging to gaming as we know it. Nintendo is so power hungry that in January of 2025 this year, they attempted to sue a Costa Rican supermarket.
What?
In a trademark battle, and thank God they lost because this man was innocent in every sense of the word. This was a tiny Costa Rican supermarket, and it was called Super Mario. Why? Because the owner, his name was Mario. Nothing about the store had anything to do with Nintendo or Mario. Just the name, because he thought he was super. He didn't even know Mario existed. This was an old man owning a grocery store. Now, November of 2024, they filed the lawsuit against Pocket Pair, the owners of Palworld, and we have to all cross our fingers that Nintendo loses and loses hard. This goes into censorship. Nintendo's lawsuits, and throughout the years, their lawsuits are a form of censorship. They want to shut down the opposition. They want to shut down competition. Because in terms of a grand scope, eagle-eye view of Nintendo, they are on a downward slope and they are failing. And they're using their money that they've earned these last 30 years and they are now using it for Lawfare. And really, you can't get behind this company. Palworld is a unique game, and could you argue that their crystals that they threw to summon their pals was inspired by Pokemon and Pokeballs? Maybe, but it was completely different. And in no way, shape, or form did it hurt Nintendo. It actually benefited Nintendo. People that played Palworld that were interested in it and that genre of gaming, they might look into getting Pokemon and going further into that genre because they enjoyed Palworld and enjoyed the concept. But when Nintendo sues like this, it is harming them, their public appearance, and also gaming innovation and creativity. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. There are many videos that dive deeper into these lawsuits. If you're interested in this, definitely check it out on other channels. But Nintendo and this, if they win and it doesn't go to US Supreme Court, could be very bad for gaming. You might not see summons anymore in your favorite game. You might not see animal riding in your favorite game. Think of World of Warcraft and mounts and flying around on your favorite mount. Nintendo has patented that. They literally think they created riding horses and riding animals. Completely insane. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. And subscribe for more gaming videos.